said, I'll tell you all the story about the joker and the thief. I said, I'll tell you all about the joker and the thief in the night.
I just wanna rock. Body out of y'all.
Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Ha! 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No ties, side up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high.
Damn.
1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
In the game for Cincinnati.
Damn.
Just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic, we are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. On one, ready? From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play.
Thirds, they need 8. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
On one, ready? Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, MT, tight. 11, MT, tight.
Looking out of the gun, Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. That's hard. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. That is a big play for Cincinnati. A gain of 48.
And the Bengals first down.
They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
Done. 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the outside, it's looked in by Chase. And he's going to be close to the first down. Welcome just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up third and short yardage.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. So often in these short yardage defensive situations, Mike, you just have to sell out and play the tendencies. In this case, they knew a run was coming. They stop it short for no gain, brings up fourth down.
Burrow throwing on fourth down. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Bengals. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
On the return, here comes Davis. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
at their own 33-yard line.
Here's Tua to open with a throw. Ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Second down, here's Tungo Bailoa. Now a screen set up for H.N.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Out of the gun, Tungo Bailoa. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Dax Hill.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
Now, he'll air one out. He's got it! Inside the 30! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 96 yards! Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively. Because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
The TD on is McPherson to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. That went out wide to Achane. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet. And that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons. And if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. First grab of the game for Tyreek, and he's got a first down. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's 3rd and 2. Tua to throw again. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Ready? Stop!
Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati first down.
It's a gain of 17.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
He'll go right and find his running back. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 13-0 is our score. And we're back to South Florida after this. It's Bengals football here to begin this second quarter. And they've got it with 3rd and 6 coming up.
Here we go. 12. Dot.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. But dangerous Tyreek Hill is deep for Miami. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. Tua now on 1st down. And he finds Tyreek reach. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, here's Tua. Catch made there by Waddle. He's going to have a first down and forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
That's good.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On first down, Tagovailoa. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. Goes brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. You did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Throwing on 3rd down. Tagovailoa. That is caught left side by Waddle. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They are going for it. It's Tagovailoa. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Tyreek Hill. Down Miami.
Well, I love it, Mike. We're seeing so many teams nowadays as they approach midfield, even on their side of the 50, keeping their offense on the field on 4th down. And it's certainly a risk. It's certainly up there for debate, but in this case, big chance, big reward, and they come down with 6.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are on the board. It's now 13-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. On the return, here comes Evans. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Their own 25-yard line.
On 1, ready? Here we go, here we go. Right 80.
He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's going to be followed up quickly after a gain of about 1. With Zach Steeler in on the tackle.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down. Burrow going up top. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Burrow. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's going to look for the home run ball. That one underthrown and intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing is Tua. They'll try to set up the screen here. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Ready. Let's go. Ready? Yeah.
Now Tua. Open man, right side. He's got it. That is number 40 on the season for him.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
To the air again, Tungavano. And he's in. Darren Waller. Touchdown, Dolphins.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Evans. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
I'm fine, ready?
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. Open man, downfield. Chase has it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire 1st half, and
Here we go.
just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
A ball deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. some Gesicki. He's got it. And he's going to have a Bengals first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chain. Out to his right. Off he goes. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
That's right side and brought in by Williams. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Oh, huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. Room up the sideline to the 20. Up the sideline, past midfield. Inside the 10. And he is gone. 95 yards. Touchdown Miami. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Now Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
11 MT. Here we go.
First down throw for Burrow. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return, here comes Davis. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Tua. That went out wide to Achane. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 22 now, here's second and 8. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This one pulled in by Westbrook-Ikhine. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A shotgun snap for 2. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Tua. Forced to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
We had a chance to talk with the defensive coordinator. He said they stressed all week to their pass rush. Flush the quarterback to his right. As a lefty, that's not the natural side most guys want to go, but in this case, he gets away with it. But that's something they're going to want him to do the rest of this game.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Tua to throw again. He's got his man. It's Hill. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Again, it's Tua. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he will score. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown Miami. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. And 17 for the season.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. On the run to the right.
Some of this bullshit.
3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by a Fletcher Melifonwu.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa sending it deep for Waddle. At 3, 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong, neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of grounded pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
A throw on the move is caught. 3rd and 7. Burrows from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Has caught Gesicki on the right. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down. They bring Chase in motion.
At the 15-yard line.
MT, 11 MT.
Play action now. It's Burrow. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is Zach Sealer in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. Now second down throw for Burrow. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall. And after suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left. And for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. On the return, it's Hill. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
At their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here's Tua. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
To throw on second down, it's Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. That's caught to the goal line and in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Sanders here for the extra point. He gets it to go. The Dolphins are able to extend the lead.
It's the score, Dolphins 35, Bengals 13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, Burrow. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Exiting the pocket right. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. That is a big play for Cincinnati. 52 yards.
That ball is dropped in a bucket, Mike. I mean, this defense, they continue to bring pressure with the variety of blitz packages that they have, but they're just not getting home. And as a result, they stress their coverage, and he ends up putting that one right on the money.
Can. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And he Can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Get set. 180.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year.
I'm fine. Ready?
Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right. When down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The kickoff for Cincinnati.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the third quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Here's 2. Moving to his left. That's taken in by Achane. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
On the ground, Achane opens up this 4th quarter. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, get set. All right, go ahead. Go. Ready. Set.
The bootleg, here's Tua. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. 3rd down coming up.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long.
Number 1, high.
Tua. Moving outside the pocket. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Nick Westbrook-Akine there. And that'll set up 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. To the left side, caught by Chase. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
17 yards. That's good for our Bengals. 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's to the end zone. Where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
Moving to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 11, they can. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Rolling right. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in, and he'll take it on in. Ashton Doolin, touchdown Bengals. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2.
Here we go.
He'll drop the throw. Flush to his right. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points. Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent who a minute.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Solo left Zion. Good. Watch it, Oscar. Corner, long. Out.
Tua, give it to Achan. Room up the sideline to the 20. This has been bizarre. From 2nd and a mile on a huge game, but still short of a first down.
Well, I have to be honest, Mike. I'm kind of standing here in awe that that type of run somehow didn't lead to a first down. I mean, 99 out of 100 times, they're moving the chains and then some. This is that one time where that effort wasn't necessarily rewarded.
21G.
Tua gonna throw here on 3rd. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson. And he's gonna be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. Tua now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Downfield for Waller. And he will go all the way. Darren Waller. Down Miami. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
36.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Here comes 2nd down.
Ashton Davis there on the cover.
Burrow. Open man, downfield. Chase has it. And he will score. Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals will cut it to a 2-point lead. They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick.
All right, good effort. Just doesn't work out, but it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He'll let this go deep. For the end
Hey, that's bullshit.
That is hard. What right? Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. It is his 3rd touchdown of the game and 18 now on the season.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Next, the score, Dolphins 52, Bengals 43.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. They bring Chase in motion. A first down throw for Burrow. He's going to air this one out looking for Cooper. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down. Burrow. Again, working deep downfield. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
On first and 10, here's Tua. Now screen, set up for Achane. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Tua. That one out wide to Achane. He will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter. One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. And that is incomplete.
It's clear from that 3rd down call, Mike, that they had already made up their mind that they would go for it on 4th down. Figured they still have that extra down in their pocket. On the defensive side of the field, now is the time to continue to be aggressive.
They snap it to Tua. That is incomplete. throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. This is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Peter Kohou.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
A pistol set with Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That is hard. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So a win here for the Dolphins. They bounce back from the loss last